Right
they're
heroes
saying
could
it will
make
be a
all the
better fight
difference.
banning it. It'll be more entertaining to the
Who are you
viewers.
calling a raccoon?
90% in favor of the warrior winning. It's boring, man. Bobka, what do you think in this whole thing? Sony, Perp, and Mir have counseled me saying poison of elixir cleansing or whatever is kind of just unfun, and it's gonna be awful, and it's gonna be a very boring fight. I would like to limit it to 1 per duel, but then there's the argument that this is Yamato's punishment.
Sure, but sometimes we
At the
take
end of the
stuff
day, not
other
Sardako.
people.
We'll be coming in
Sardako
30
didn't, no.
seconds. Stay strong.
Sardako did ninja, and
Nice
yeah,
view
he
from up
gave
here.
it back. He redeemed himself a little bit, but he also ninja
know.
the hand.
How do we keep
but it is
ending up in
Yamato's
these
punishment at the end of the day.
situations?
I would bet my house on Sardako with this rule set. Okay, but sure, you can bet on Sardako, but what do you think?
Pay up.
We're already like 2 days in to
The battle
practicing,
starts in
so
5,
we'll be changing a
4,
rule.
3,
It's
2,
Yamato's punishment
1.
mainly,
You have to stop
but
them from
I
securing the mission
agree.
area.
It's like I'd rather the duel be even.
Enemies are here.
I've said it today. Warrior is OP with this rule set, and I said Sardako will run him over closer. I would bet my house. Again, I've said they would unfair rules.
To go.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it to Tyler and make him make a decision. Allowing 2 per duel runs to the play is good middle ground. It's not game changing. 2 per duel. 2. Like the thing is, Mir, Bobka, Perk, Sony, all these people, I'll log into Hen House where people go when they practice dueling. I know every single person logged in.
Team play. That's it.
It's the same 100 people.
That's really best.
No one else does it. And then you go into these tournaments, the same 100 people are there.
You're welcome.
And then you like climb to rank 1, it's the same 100
Hey,
people.
mind if I join
So
you?
why would I listen to anyone about WoW PvP? Aside from these 100 people, where are
Bad guys. Just what we need.
Where are any of them? Where are you?
Yeah, okay, bro.
Okay, so I'm having an argument with Twitch chat. I said in every duel tournament, I do the same 100 people. And every time you climb,
Things are gonna be
saying
different.
That, I was
this
laughing so hard.
but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Where are any of you?
Your powers are mine.
Against the world.
100% right. Yeah. I'm not too weird to say that, but
You're welcome.
So, what's your opinion?
Okay.
You want me to give you a rundown, or do you know?
Appreciate you.
You're talking about the 14 right?
Yes.
I looked at the OTK stuff for Monster Up last year.
I am ready to put on a show.
Allowed to use the elixir. Now, it was impressive.
Yep. Big deal.
Which means the rogue has advantage, prep, evasion, blind, and in a best of 1, if you ban the elixir, the warrior would never if it was best of 1, I would say allow the elixir. Since it is not a best of 1, I feel better already. It's a best of 9, first of 5 wins. The rogue forward has cooldown for like that first duel. So
This is real firepower. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
make it like more of a fair duel, I think it would make more sense to ban it so that we have a better viewing experience.
Now, to play devil's advocate, because I'm on the same page. Devil's advocate. This is overall Yamato. Right? He is the one who's supposed to be being
Spamming,
ain't got rid of me yet.
Only 60 seconds left.
I mean, dude, I don't give a what they're stupid as shit. I hate them. I'm on a flight path. Yap as long as you want. I've got
It's
nothing
you and
happening.
me again, old buddy.
You need to stop
Okay,
that vehicle
devil's
in its
advocate.
tracks.
Yamato's the one being punished. All right,
You're welcome.
so I don't know if do we make the
fucking
duels where
hurts.
it's a good show? I think so, but there is the argument
Relay
that we do not.
deployed. It ain't
And the
cheap.
other side point is something that I forgot. What was it?
Dude, you made Ren with 6 seconds left. That's insane.
Huh?
Ren
Well, it's
Oh, no,
I've been
booty
booty
banned.
banned. There was something else. who's just kind of going in for content, has been practicing with all of the poison elixirs. Do we change it to Sparring?
I was a little messed up there.
Regardless.
Better stop that vehicle.
I mean, we could also talk to Sard and see how he feels. I think if the elixirs are allowed, Sard also is going to clean house because
Yeah, it's no point in
the
doing it.
elixir. I mean, everyone's still going to want to watch.
You're ready for it.
Spam the elixirs. The rogue will probably win in one duel, maybe two even. Maybe the first duel with double blind, Yamato will probably win. And then the duel 3 or 4 will probably win after 10 minutes.
I am ready to put on a show.
Bob just said allowed two.
Fantastic!
I'm ready to put on a
This
show.
is real firepower!
Stop that
Two more
vehicle.
each time. Like, I'm trying to think how to limit it to where you don't get
Yeah, just give him his bullshit. Like a ref. And give him his item.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
I actually don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
And then he's like,
You can't just spam bring them over and over and over, but it's still strategic if you want to get it good.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, Sardaco is so awful. He won't get it. He's macro.
With the amazing Spider-Man!
But, yeah, while he is infinitely, he's macro.
Someone scratch my back!
Sardaco's opinion matters a little here because it's like to your counterpoint.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Sardaco's the one that volunteered himself. Sardaco's not the one being punished here.
Yeah,
So
or
I think
change the rules to make it more fair.
changing the rules on him to make it more fair. And he's like, yo, bro, like, I'm taking the punishment. Sardaco's opinion does matter. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, pretty much everyone who actually PvPs in the game has basically had the same opinion as you. Every single one.
I had the same conversation with my chat. If you played the game long enough, like all these duel tournaments, are like so awesome. Why? Because it's just more fair and it's a better viewing experience, right? And the Mockrock tourney was the one with connection where we just did no rules, and it was because it was a best of one, and it was like you can't put a rule on Mockrock. I think if it was a best of one, we would not be having this conversation. It's like anything goes, bro. Good luck.
Yeah, so actually, it's not a bot. It is a best of 9. 9. So, oh, Sardaco's calling me.
Oh,
Here, I'll ask.
Now or never. Stop them.
You're ready for it!
Yo,
Yo, good morning.
good morning, Sardaco. How you feeling?
This is real firepower!
About combos in my head. I'm so bad. Bob's been holding me at every duel. I'm trying to get out of right now. But like,
Only 60 seconds
all I
left.
do is like in the shower before I lay down, I'm like thinking of, oh, if he popped the vision, I gotta do this. You know,
See?
Now,
crazy.
Fucking helpful!
Takes over your whole mind.
Sardaco, I assume you've been listening.
Oh, they do not look happy.
I've had people whisper me that some of what's going on. You know, I'm thinking about banning the poison.
Not baiting. I think at
My
most,
good deed!
limiting 2 per duel.
Relay deployed!
So
It
the
ain't
reason
cheap.
being, let me catch you up, is
Down to 30
first
seconds.
Perp messaged me, Sony messaged me,
I'll
then
patch you
Mira
up.
messaged me, then Bobka messaged me. Basically a lot of, you know, veteran warrior versus rogue.
Hurt!
using
to
poison
switch
elixir
things up,
poisons versus
including
vodka.
which side you're on.
Just like pressing the button. I don't have them macroed in yet.
No, I understand that, but are you
You'll
on a
need a
different character with
top-notch
different
team
gear?
to win this
Are
one.
you Titan's Flash? Do you have Dire Maul buffs? Do you have everything?
I have full consumes Titan's Flash,
Science
but I'm not
solves
using world
problems.
buffs yet. And we only have 3 world buffs. We don't have 7.
You have Rend and Dire Maul. And Songflower.
And Songflower. I will on the day, yes. I'm not using those 3 yet, but I mean these duels aren't even close. Like he's like smoking me. So I feel like
Keep
if
in
I
mind, Sard, that Bobka is
the whole
one of the best classic road duels, right?
yeah, but I want to give some respect to Yamato, and everyone's telling me that he's been doing really well and he's learning really good. And it's just like, okay, what if Yamato just is like insane, you know? And I've been practicing with elixirs this whole time.
30 seconds
now,
before you
keep in
attack.
mind,
Get ready.
when we first agreed to this, I have no idea how this duel goes.
Did
Like
I ever tell you
legit,
that I read,
no
like,
idea. When I agreed to this,
all of
people
your
are telling me
comics
that
when I was
when
a kid,
warriors get
Cap?
everything, that they
It's
have
nice
a
to know
chance
that
to be
even in
broke.
my absence,
But-
I helped inspire the next
And
generation
then we
of
start going
heroes.
into this thing, and
Yeah,
they're
they
like,
were my
okay, get this
grandpas.
alarm bot, get the
He
poison
thought you were
elixirs,
the
get this, get that. I've been
bee's
farming my ass off 12, 16 hours a day. to
The
Yeah,
battle
yeah.
starts in 5.
And
Four,
I've been
three,
not only
two,
building one
one.
character soda, I've built 2
All you need to
characters
do is capture the
with
mission
all
area.
trying to build
Got
them
it?
out with all the same items so that I can practice.
Smartest thing Banner ever did was make
And
Gamma
like
belts
legit, when I tell you, I
trenches.
had my first rogue versus warrior duel the other day. That was my first one ever. So it's tough to learn it, and I'm trying. But if everyone, I agreed to this because I wanted it to be a fair duel. I knew that it was a punishment for Yamato, and if we throw in somebody like, you know, T-Dank or Sony in the arena with them, that it's not going to be good entertainment. So I volunteered myself because I knew it would be closer. But I did that knowing that I could trust in other people to coach me and teach me so that I could push the needle slightly towards my advantage. And I would hope that I'd be able to use that advantage to win.
Could have said that. But I understand. I agree with you. I respect that.
Here
So
we
I
go
think
again.
what we'll do is we'll go down to what about 3 elixirs
Squirrel
per?
girl, let's pop that gun.
No, I think 2. Can it resist? Someone said it can resist.
Chance to resist. I just went through those back to back and they're going to be instant.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind also. So I was watching Yamato duel Alanda, and he did a great score. It was not even close. Actually,
When
Yamato won.
Alonso had poison resist,
Nothing. No world buffs. World buffs are in your favor. Increasing your health pool goes to your favor.
You want off the
okay. I haven't heard anybody tell me that Yamato's bad. Everyone tell me Yamato's doing good. He's crushing everybody. Like, they're going down.
I mean, I was watching him duel
Did I come through
Alanda
the
this
green
morning. Yeah. But Alanda's really good. And they were also not using any consumes, and I'm not sure what they were just dueling, not really waiting on CDs, just sending whatever. But that's it's a decent amount. That's
Okay, I will do 2 per duel if he doesn't use vile poison.
What are vile poisons?
It's a 40% chance to resist poison elixir. Coward.
Okay, so I think so he has to drop the
Chance for me to resist poison elixir. Is it a talent or something? I mean, I don't actually know. People are telling me.
It probably is. Let me see.
That sounds about right, but yeah, I don't know.
Vile poisons increase the damage dealt by your poisons by 4% and get your poison additional 8%. So, how much damage does a rogue lose by losing vile? Will they gain some healing?
Well, he's gonna lose.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
It's party time!
He would actually just gain
What
damage.
is this
The
currently?
reason he's running this talent is so that I won't resist poison, which would just give him 5 points and
He would get improved poisons, probably, which increases
Only
the chance
60
to
seconds
apply
left.
the poisons. We're gonna have to get either Sony or Mir or Perk or someone in the call to give us like.
I agree with that. Because this is getting a little complicated over my head. With like, I want to do it fair. I want to get for that rule and.
If at
Let's
first,
go in dungeon.
I would basically use an elixir to like maybe solidify and
Down to
intercept
30
to get away
seconds.
from
Dungeon 6 and only thanks Discord.
I'll see that.
your powers are mine!
Samir, I assume you were listening to the conversation. Give us your thoughts and how we should go about this.
I mean, this duel, first of all, is an excuse for content, right?
Yeah,
Like, it's not really so much about the punishment.
Not really. It is more biting the bullet.
Judge!
Yeah, I'm just trying to make this as fair as possible. I think talking about changing talents, that's a bit pointless, no? Because at that point, we could ask him to like change talents to it. We're not gonna get into that, I don't think.
Okay.
That's a bit. But since because you were like, because Sordako has this experience of losing every single duel to Bobcast, he said, we're struggling very hard. But I think what you don't consider is that it's gonna be very, very different when you have every single buff. You're gonna be much, much tankier. The reason you're losing these duels on repeat is because Bobcat always has CDs for you. And those CDs that he's using are enough to close out the duel in time. But once you have every single buff in the game, you'll be a lot tankier. These buffs benefit you as a warrior much, much more than as a rogue. So for that reason, like Yamato is gonna need to do several combos on you basically to be able to kill you. It's gonna take him several stuns. It's gonna take him a long time.
Okay.
And
Is
so
there a
if you're able
possibility
to,
that we don't change any talents or anything like that, and I can use EOPRs every other duel?
Well, hold on. I want to, Mir. Why not change the talents though? When it comes to just messing with Vile Poison,
You'll
increasing
need
the
a
chance to apply
top-notch team to
poisons
win this one.
just for this duel? What? I don't. And then allowing the poison cleansing elixir. That actually seems like a fair trade. Am I crazy?
I mean, you're just
I only-
making it.
If I only have
More-
2 to use, I just want them to work when I need them. That's it.
Okay.
Because
don't have a
we
chance to
banned Alarmobot because Alarmobot is cringe. But then we also make sure Yamato has to open within 30 seconds. Is 30 seconds good? What do you think on that?
I mean, if he can only use 2 per duel,
grand scheme?
then I would say it's fine to remove Vile Poisons. It would make sense.
30 seconds before you attack.
I mean,
Get
I
ready.
agree. I don't want to get into this and that.
Wait, I want to suggest something here just to simplify everything. You call me out, this is stupid. Why do we not just make this into a mocker? Best of 1, anything's allowed, just like the tournament last year, and it was close as heck between Sony and Perp.
Because we want to see the. Do you understand what's happening afterwards?
The battle
Zarya?
starts in 5.
Yeah, the arena
4,
stuff.
The arena is going to be
3,
sick.
2,
Yeah,
What?
fair enough.
Maybe. But we're going to see it play out.
help
It's
get that
best of
vehicle
9.
to its destination.
Sorry. Exhausted. I agree, Zaryu. Makras are great, but I think one Makara. I feel like we can definitely make it more entertaining. A best of 9 into the arena. Overall, there's more entertainment dopamine.
What is the consensus on poison?
Basically,
Take an axe to tree,
Rogues and
make
Warriors have all agreed that with the current rule set, Sardako should just. Sardako is under the impression that he won't miss win because he's losing to Fodder. Counterpoint, he's not dueling with full world buffs. He is dueling with class of the Titans and better gear, etc. But not world buffs. So, I'm right now where we allow 2 elixirs. But Sardako is asking that
That's not enough.
chaos.
Maybe not in that.
I mean,
In who
I think even with spam closing, let's say the Magora tournament, we had 2 people with their skills. In the Magora tournament, it was allowed to just be spammed, and it still came down to like only one of like one person. I mean,
What side do you mean? Like for which side? The Mothra is gonna be really, really, really close. That's why I invested it. Because when you watch that footage back, it's such a close story. With everything, with no rules, everything allowed toe to toe, it's just gonna be close.
Okay, when they're playing, yes.
what would make more sense is to not allow world boss.
I was thinking that in my head too, or if the world boss was take the world boss off.
I think
May I
that's
have a
much
saying real
better.
quick? May I have a saying real quick?
Go ahead, Nelson.
I want to say, I do not care whatever happens. I set all goals, so all goals. But if you guys say, and all the professionals say, really I'm not a professional, so I can't say that, but they want to like limit it, I'm fine. But if they don't, they're not gonna limit it, and he's free to use it, just say.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Goal here. Just, I mean, unbiased. I want the most entertaining. Makara could be great. Makara could also be. Oh, I can have one duel. Oh, he got an overpower proc. Oh, it stunned him. Oh, and dead. All right. That's it. We're done. There's nothing.
New proposition. Best of one, everything
30
allowed.
seconds.
We call it a Mothra, but it's a normal duel. Loser goes in the arena. You get your cake and eat it too.
It doesn't last long enough, right? It's not a spectacle enough.
Can I say something? Can I say something about the arena? I've heard some rumors that there's some alliance race forming, and they will all jump in at once on side.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have any chance of winning this, except some technical process.
Let's keep fighting
But I
until
mean, it
the
would still be funny, right? It would still be fun. I could still see this.
We can allow one time to the arena. We can the arena can be debated once we get to that. One duel. I mean, I really like the best of 9. Just to elongate it.
From a viewer perspective, it makes sense. Yeah, you
Like-
get more. You get an hour or 2 or 3 of good duels versus just one. Yeah,
We're gonna
makes
have
sense.
commentators in between. We
yeah.
can do interviews. Like, yeah, sure. There is a balancing perspective, and then there's a content perspective, and we have to find the
Right.
perfect line here. But I
Makes
think
sense,
we
yeah.
stick with the best of 9.
What if you
Did
do
somebody say
best of 9?
interviews?
Oh,
Wait,
hold on, Zico,
I have
go
a
ahead.
question. What if we do best of 9, and the loser gets sent to the arena, unless it's 4-4, and the last one is a Magora?
If it ends up 4-4, we mock Garrot.
Yep.
Problem with that is, do
It
we
also
wait for all the CDs?
depends. Exactly.
I mean, it's not that long. What, 10 minutes? You're gonna wait 10 minutes?
30
Yeah,
for Warriors, maybe?
We could wait 10 minutes, and then all rules go out the window. Mock Garrot, anything goes. If it ends up
Because I
4-4,
think
I'm
arena
okay
is
with that.
actually death sentence. It actually is for sure.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I just really want to see. I want to see the arena happen because this might be the most high-level deaths to ever happen in hardcore WoW in the span of 10 minutes.
I agree. Yeah, the arena's gonna be great content.
The potential of
problem-
that is great.
The problem is that we can't counterplay because the other guilds don't have our restrictions and they can do their petries and everything. So it's not like we can counter jump with sappers and also kill a bunch of other guild members.
No,
Help
we
get that
can't.
vehicle to
And
its
just don't
destination.
go in. Like
can store
Yamato
gamma.
or Sadako might just
Only 60
die,
seconds left.
and all 40 people jump in. But then the other 40, another 40 goes. Like a bloodbath can happen. I want that potential to happen. Yes,
I think
Sadako and
this-
Yamato might guarantee die. Yes, but outside of that, it's gonna be great.
I think this sounds really good in theory, but in reality,
It might be. However, they don't know which arena we're using, and they don't know what layout we're using. We're not sure how we're going to make it happen. So we might go there really quickly, like summon happens, Sardako, go in, timer starts now. At this point,
Wait, what do you mean? Which arena?
There's Dynamo Arena, there's the STV Arena, and if I'm feeling psychopathic enough, there's the Tenaris Arena.
Can we even? Check the nice What is that? The one in the middle of the city?
Is to split people around. If they want to press Warlock summons at all of them, they can. They also won't know what layer that we're on, so they'll have to get their entire raid moved over. They don't have Now, will it be a lag fest? It might be. And that sucks. But this is our opportunity to try and make it happen. You know, we'll try and dodge, we'll try and, you know, make it not as laggy based on timings, etc. But there are ways to shave that
The current score
possibility
is
down a little bit.
1-2.
Especially if we don't have
Zero.
all at once.
There will be so
Time
many
to
people
switch
that
things
attend
up,
this
including
event.
which
The
side
layer
you're
will
on.
become locked, and it will turn into
Yeah.
Stranglethorn Veil.
The right
and Song,
heroes could make all the
Yeah, it
difference.
might.
where
Science
you
solves
just can't
problems.
even move or press any button.
And that might
is
happen.
What will happen.
Do we want to go for that, though? The potential of what it could be is what I want to go for. Or just another Mak'gara. I'm at a point where I find Mak'gara's, like, boring in comparison to the potential.
Freedom's
Yeah,
an idea that will
Okay,
never
let's go arena.
die.
It's already
Like,
set.
the arena
Let's go.
should happen. I think we try
I
and make it happen.
personally am like one for like not changing anything after you've agreed upon things.
Yeah, sure.
Round 2.
I mean,
I talk
Okay.
big. I talk big, so I'm
Alright,
gonna
so back
get
to
the
where we were.
punishment if it happens.
Best of
Guys,
9.
what are we talking about here in
Hold on.
terms of poison? I heard we're,
Yeah.
we're nerfing the rules.
So
Like
hold on,
what?
Zico.
Can I get caught up to speed?
I'm about to loop back.
He'll be
So
coming in 30
we're in
seconds.
agreement. Best
Stay
of 9.
strong.
Loser goes into the arena. We're going back there. So back to the other discussion. We've banned Alarmo bots. All right. Yamato must open within
He's
30
my
seconds
favorite
of
thunder
stealth.
god.
It can
That's
be
for
sap,
sure.
it can be whatever. As long as the stealth ends, the timer resets. The other rule-
Clarification.
yes.
When you stab, do you need to leave stealth?
I think sapping should.
The
No, I
battle
don't
starts
think
in
you do.
5.
I think
4,
if you
So
use
three,
just sap resets the
2,
timer. You know he can
1.
just sit forever.
Oh.
Well, I'm
You need to
supposed to
stop
have
that vehicle in its tracks.
Okay. Well, I need a. Okay. What do y'all recommend then?
No, we've always.
It needs to be an actual sap.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Requires some
That and cheap shots don't break that against the attack.
That's not
Cheap shot breaks stealth. No, cheap shot breaks.
cheap shot breaks.
Cheap do the cheap shot thing with the-
Yes, because there's risk
But it
for
doesn't
hard
do that.
beat from sub, so you have a chance to counterplay it.
Okay. So basically, sap is not count. Cheap stuff. Basically, you have to leave stuff.
Live to fight
Okay,
another
Leaving
day.
You have to
stealth
leave
resets.
stealth.
The
Take it.
numbers aren't
So
in our
this-
favor.
All right.
Sap, leave stealth, re-stealth would count.
Either way, Alarmo bot is banned. Yamato must leave stealth. He can only be in stealth for 30 seconds.
Yes.
Those are happened. Flask of the Titans, you're not allowed to spam it. You may have the buff. You cannot use it for healing, so basically, you just have the buff.
Better stop that vehicle.
And Petri is banned, obviously. Ani is banned, obviously. Healing rules. And now we're on the
There's still a
discussion
chance to
of
stop that.
poison of
Feeling
elixir.
good.
Cleansing. Zico, we're debating whether we
I have
allow
never
it,
felt
limit it,
Double KO.
whatever.
Fight another day.
Because a lot of people have said that it's a very one-sided duel. It won't be very fun.
They hit a
Sony has
checkpoint.
said this. Purpose said
Now
this.
might be a
Mir
good
has
time
said
to
this.
stop them.
PS Hero, I don't know your opinion on this yet. Most people have said it, so we're debating whether we change it. But the problem is Sardako is the one not being punished, and we're basically changing the rules. Sardako just said content, which I respect and I appreciate. So our goal, let's balance it out. Let's make it the most
Better
fun.
stop that
You
vehicle.
think I'm too
Don't
old
mess
for
with the
this?
amazing
I'm
Spider-Man!
kind of a contrarian. I'd say it's really not such a big deal unless he macros it. If it's a separate keybind, it's almost on a global at that point. But if it's macro to every ability, then he will actually just hold them down and be very one-sided. Because we also, I mean, let's be honest here, we're talking about
1, 2,
Sadako
2.
and Yamato.
Yeah.
So
These are not Bob Cousins.
they're not gonna be maxed out gamers.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
They're gonna practice, but they've only got.
Shadow 1v1. Be Shadow 1v1.
You die.
But what if I win though? What will you do?
That would actually go
I'll
against your
delete my
favorite here,
character.
Yamato, because now they would say you can.
Yeah, I'm
Poison
joking.
elixir.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
So Zika, what are your
I
thoughts?
feel like-
What do you think?
I think that the argument for banning, I think the argument for banning Alarmobot is solid because stealth is also under a rule, and the counterplay is just AFK and stealth.
Okay.
I think that makes sense, but I think banning Poison Elixir, like, yeah, from a content perspective, it will probably make it a closer duel. But after we've already said that, you know, anything goes, I feel like
There are plenty of things we said that we've changed. We might as well change it further to make it better. This is about content in the end. It's not about fair, right? And we
Yes
gotta
and no.
consider who's,
there is a
who's
line.
doing
If
who.
it's also about punishing Yamato, then you know, he should be allowed
I mean,
to
who
just get
gives
run
a
Wait a
down.
minute.
I don't give a.
Only me though.
Yeah,
No,
why
it's
is
only
it only
middle.
Amato? Didn't you both
Sardaka,
do some
the
stuff?
you're right. Sardako did the ninjing, but this is a punishment dealt out by Tyler to Yamato, and Sardako volunteered. Sardako was not meant to, did not have to be in this. He volunteered to be in. So no, this is a Yamato
I
punishment.
knew
No,
that
I
if-
gave him the
I knew-
choice. I gave
I
him
knew
the
if
choice.
somebody else went into the arena with Yamato that knows how to play, that he probably wouldn't have a chance. So I wanted to give content, so I
Yeah,
volunteered myself.
I was literally there.
Yeah.
You were
That's-
right.
that was
This
the
is a Yamato punishment, but at the same time, I don't give a about any of these punishments. The end of the day, it's supposed to be entertaining. Every punishment is just supposed, like the flight captures. It's funny when people rage. It's funny. That's what this is. I'm not out here actually spanking you. So we're looking for a fun duel. All right. And yeah, I agree, Zico. Like, more changing shit, it's cringe. I don't want to do this, but I'm being told it's extremely one-sided. I don't like that. I would like it if it was 70-30. I wouldn't change anything. I'm told it's 90-10 in favor of Sardako. That's too much. I'd like that shaved down if possible, easily. This is already
What?
That's where I'm at.
What if we have a mock duel right now and actually see roughly how the matchup goes?
Well, they won't have any world buffs or anything.
I
Exactly.
don't think he's going
What
to.
if we ban the
You
world
can't
buffs?
even practice for this duel, you guys. It's literally like a Makarov best of one. You almost can't even practice for it. 'cause you
And
need
the thing
every
is,
single
that's
item.
more in favor of you, Sardako, because you're going to be just spamming poison elixir. You don't have to like practice
I'd
spam
win.
cleansing. Yamato is the
I'd
one
win
who's going to be
anyway.
like, what? Is the ego going to you again, Yamato? Because we're here because of that.
Right now, if he uses the pots, even now, right now I'd win.
Okay. Fuck it, let's go. Do you have the
I
pots?
don't
No,
Sardako?
actually, I'm saying right now. If you
Counterpoint.
duel right now,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Counterpoint. There were
Let's go,
all,
Ark.
this will be an all CD duel, right? If we did this right now, like if we did a practice duel right now, it would be with
Yeah.
all CDs. I think the reason why it's one-sided, or at least way more one-sided in Sardako's favor, is because of the fact that it's multiple duels and rogues are ass without CDs.
Yeah.
But you
I
also
think
don't
duel
need
number
all
one,
CDs
Yamato,
to beat a
Yamato
warrior.
can spank him in duel number one right now, but duel number two, he's
And that's my point, Sardako, because like he's already in a best of 9, so the elixir just makes him even more. See how
That is true.
one-sided it kind of is? It is like almost unfun one-sided. That's my problem. So
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why
that's what we
limiting
understand, bro.
the use
think we
of
understand.
poison cleanse would be really good.
So where we were before you joined was we were going to, and I think Mir, someone said it doesn't, or PS Hero said it doesn't matter. We were going to ban Vile Poisons, which is a talent where rogues poisons have a 40% chance to resist. Instead, Yamato can get increased chance to apply poisons by 10%, which means, and then we're gonna limit Sardako's elixir of poison resist. He can only have 2 per
Alright.
duel. So when he uses it, it not guaranteed, but more likely cleanses.
Sounds good.
Okay, before the what if I before the duel or something, I roll 5 and I can use whatever it rolls on. I can use that many.
Do you want to roll every single duel? 1 through 5? And
Honestly, I
No,
don't think
he
2 is
means
enough.
one
I don't
right
think 2
now.
is enough.
I mean, honestly, like all I would be able to do is
Okay.
use it to get like an intercept or something.
But when you say 2 is not enough, PS Hero, in favor of who? Who's getting?
The warrior.
So the warrior needs more.
More than 2.
I will never get an overpower off on Bobka ever if I don't have poison cleanse. Like he will fight
Okay,
me
low
the
key.
entire time.
I like what he just said. He said RNG is going to decide the outcome. 1 to 5. I
Okay.
like what he said.
I
I'm
think
down
that's
for
good
it.
content. Okay.
It's
do we,
good. Yeah, I like
do-
that too.
Do we want to make the talent point change then? Yes or no?
No, because
okay.
with Valve Poisons, you can press it 3 times and still not dispel it.
Mir,
Yeah, that's what I'm
statement.
saying.
That I would like the poison thing gone though. If I'm limited on poisons, I would like them to not resist as much.
I want to
If
hear
have one
Mir's
poison
opinion.
to use, it would be nice
I
if they didn't resist.
don't see the point of rolling 1 to 5. I just give him 2 or 3, like decide a number, and that's the amount of cleanses that he's able to use per duel.
I
And
think.
But
then
what do you think
remove
about
all
the
poisons.
talents?
I
Here's the
think
reason.
that's the most fair you could do.
I think the 1 to 5 rolling will, in between each duel, give Yamato time for his CDs. It gives some
No
form
soda.
of fun content in between, which is good.
So I think he means now, like he rolls now and then it's decided.
No,
per
no, no,
duel.
no. This is all
No,
saved
he meant
for the
between
tournament.
each duel.
Oh, okay.
No, he rolls 1 through 5. He gets a certain amount each duel. In between each duel, he gets to roll, give something the commentators can talk about.
What if he does
like
2 to 5? So it's at least 2.
Okay, one. Yeah, one would be 2 then.
No, just slash roll 5.
You
The
can
fact that you
only
roll
roll
is fine.
5.
All right.
You want to do roll 5?
You can only roll 5. Can you roll 2 to 5?
I just rolled a
No,
1.
you can do.
You can do not do 2 to 5.
Okay, that's why I suggest.
Okay,
roll
so
5, 'cause
just
I
roll
think
5
you can
then.
Roll 2 to 5.
All right. Let's do slash roll 5. And you know what, Sardako?
You can roll 2 to 5.
You can roll 2 to 5.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna
you can.
I really don't. Oh, how do you do it?
Slash roll 2 to
Slash
5.
roll 2 to 5.
I'm
Two to
fucking
five.
brain dead.
Or you roll it now, Soda. Whatever it lands on, that's something I get to use.
No, you're rolling every single duel. That would be different.
I think if you want to do the rolling part that Mir hates, you have to do it between every duel.
Yeah. I think roll between, and I guess. I don't-
Otherwise, might as well just agree on a number. Let's say, I mean, Mir says 2 or 3 from roll point of view, but honestly, it's not enough. It's not enough. With 2 cleansing, it's not enough. He's still in a wheelchair.
I mean, it's bad. It's bad already with them. It's real bad.
I mean,
But
from my
again,
perspective.
though, that's the whole thing, right? The duel will be much longer because of the buffs. So it's bad right now, but it's not going to be as bad with the buffs.
I mean, three world buff difference.
That
Isn't
benefit
everything
the
gonna be
warrior
allowed,
much more
like,
than the
including
rogue.
The right heroes could make
42,
all the
Mark
difference.
of the Wild, everything like that. Isn't that allowed?
Kings. Yeah, all buffs.
Yeah.
King,
Yeah,
that's
it's
not just
allowed.
world buffs.
Lend
Who are you
HP.
calling a
Kings.
raccoon?
Direball.
I trust you guys. I trust you guys. So I mean,
Your health is
I'll
gonna
go
be
with what I
disgusting.
said. I'll do the roll. I think it's fine. We'll do it. Do you want to do it before every single match then?
Yes, before every match, you're gonna roll slash roll 2 to 5, and you're going to only be allowed to use that many per duel.
Let's do it.
Or if we could get real stupid, if we don't change the talents, slash roll 2 through 10, or is that too much?
Oh, it's
10
way
is a
too
lot.
much.
10 is a lot.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, during
Round
last year's
one.
Macro tournament, I only brought
Friends are
20 of
crooks
them
and
for the
villains.
entire thing. But I didn't also
will be
get
coming in 30
rounds
seconds.
against the rogue.
Stay
Yeah.
strong.
You're also a mage. Like we need Sony. How many did Sony use
Mantis
in
Peaches
a,
put
in a
Clint
rogue
Car
Because
on
you
top
kind
of
of
the
just
list.
spam it.
How you holding up?
I just watched it. I think he used like
Then we'll free
at
everyone
least
from the
6,
collector's fee.
maybe 5.
What he
He
did to
was
you?
drinking them, but
I'll
yeah,
make
not
that
more than
Larkin
that.
Elder of the
He
universe
might not
regret
have
even
many
being
because we also
born.
had limited bag space, so he had to prioritize how many he brings.
The battle starts
Yeah.
in 5,
All right.
4,
Okay,
3,
so we're not gonna.
1.
Never mind. I thought Sony
You
was
have to
coming.
stop them from
Okay,
securing the
we're not
mission
gonna
area.
limit the talents. Talents we're not gonna touch. That's
You know
just
what my
we can do whatever
real
talents. I don't want to get into
superpowers
that. That's just
Patience
too
and
annoying
common
to
sense.
deal with.
Plus, it
Here
also
goes
puts
ready for
the rest of part.
Why would I need him?
If you
Yeah, if you have our poison, rest support, like blind is a poison, so he can blind with rest support active and have the full blind.
No, I don't want.
also if he has a poison
You're
on him,
welcome.
when he gets blinded.
Also
So-
that.
Sardako, you're gonna roll 2 to 5. You're gonna be able to get 2 through 5 per duel.
Team
That's it.
player. That's me.
And we're not changing.
And vow poisons is allowed.
Yeah, battle poison.
Oh,
I'll patch you up.
Sardako, you're in a bad spot, man.
I still.
I think he is.
Why?
Never thought I'd be
Because I
sad
could
to
get
see
2 and they
death.
just don't even do anything. So it's basically like having 9.
Well, at that point,
And
You're
I'm
ready
certain
for
force
action.
RNG.
well, that's when you use your big. That's when you use your big 30-minute CDs.
Your powers are mine.
It's party time!
This is real firepower.
Prepare!
Very well, Sardako.
I think it works.
Yeah. I mean, he still has world
I'm
buff,
down
so
4
he
to
still
0,
has.
and it hasn't even been close. Can I spam them?
You need to
What
stop that
do you mean?
vehicle in its tracks.
If I'm down.
Oh,
4
he wants to pull them.
If I'm getting destroyed.
Can we change? Like basically, can we change the rules if you're losing too bad?
Like if you guys were all wrong and you thought that this was gonna make the duel even, and it just completely swam to Yamato's side, and you're saying if you want content,
If you end
then
up
I
in
use them
okay,
on Oath.
okay, I won't remember this, but it can be clipped when we get there. And you're losing 4-1 or 4-0. You may unleash as many poison cleansing elixirs as you want. Hold on, I gotta go message my lawyers and get the documents written out, the clauses and the like. This is ridiculous. I hate that we have to do these rules. I see why we have to, but God, I hate it.
I mean, there's a reason why CDO existed the way there, bro.
Yeah, no,
You can go ahead and just do CDO rules and keep it really simple, and then it's pretty balanced.
well, CDL rules best of 9.
I'll patch you up.
Rules,
Yeah.
CDL rules is like completely unbuffed, right?
It's completely unbuffed.
This is real firepower.
There's no rocket helm bullshit. There's no buff. There's no consumable bullshit.
Warriors were allowed
The
rocket
rogue,
helm.
yeah, they were allowed rocket helm. Which actually
Warriors were allowed to think.
only against mage.
I think everyone is everyone.
Yamato's coach, with CDL rules, Yamato is gonna win all.
Especially being on that too.
Feel the wrath of the
I might have to disagree. I did wish to
Double kill.
But you're just bad, maybe Zero.
There's still a chance to stop them.
I'm not. I finish highest on you. Cut Yamato. I'm trying to help you.
His hero is actually so deep in your corner right now.
I am. I am.
No, Soda agreed to one rule, and then he said it's the same favor for me, so Soda changed the rule. This one, he said that 2 bots are not enough for him.
You said you wanted to be close. 2 is not enough. I didn't say 10. I said like 2-5.
Guys, I'm gonna say it now. Let him get his 2-5. If it's gonna be 4-0 stomp, he's allowed to use as many as he wants. Deal? If I don't care. Give it to him. I don't care. That's fine.
So I'll draft up this contract. I'll be coming for y'all's signature. It'll require a blood fingerprint, and we'll lock it in. And then yeah, the loser of the best of 9. Now none of this is cemented, by the way. Tyler has to
This is real firepower.
In Minecraft.
Armed and dangerous. You want to see and just go with what we decided.
Well, here's my thoughts on it. Because all it's flatters on, I get before even knowing any information, let me say my piece.
Feel the wrath of the goddess.
Everybody knew it was anything goes. Make sure that we were like, are you sure? What if anything goes? Are you sure? First party yes. Are we like, are you really sure? Sure. First party yes. First party yes. No, those ones were. I don't think they're not first set. So, with that being said,
No.
what's the
Better stop that vehicle.
Tyler, may I have a speak?
Spider mode.
I don't necessarily like have any say in the rules. I just said it, I want to
Current
do him to
score
the death.
is
That's all I said.
0.
Then I went
2,
offline, and
3.
then you guys decided the rules
Time to
without me,
switch
and I
things
think it's
up,
Sadako.
including which
Alright.
There
side
were no
you're
rules
on.
at the start. It was just Invis can't be
Right.
firm next to this morning. It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but I wasn't in the
You'll need a
call at all.
top-notch
when
team
the
to
rules
win
were
this
discussed.
one.
Listen, I'm totally down. As long as the rule of like you must open within 30. That's the one thing that has to, because we're just gonna sit in stealth for 10 minutes every. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
But we can just send it there. Now let me give you the rundown on how we got to where we are. So number 1, yes, Yamato has to open within 30 seconds. He has to leave stealth. He cannot be in stealth for more than 30 seconds. It's just boring, and we're all gonna fall asleep. Then we banned Alarmobot because now Yamato will never be able to stealth. It's a little too one-sided. It just basically alerts and removes stealth always. Then we banned Petri, well, because it's guild banned. But then we banned Flash of the
30
Titans because
seconds
you can
before you attack.
infinitely heal.
Get ready.
It's gonna turn
Oh,
into
we limited it to 1.
you can only have
Mantis,
it as a
people
buff.
keep
You
calling
can't
me
use
grumpy.
it for healing.
Am I grumpy?
Basically,
Well,
it's
you
dumb
are
and
stretched
gimmicky.
thin
So it's like,
lately.
okay, you can only have it as a buff. You can't use Plasma Titans to permanently heal yourself.
You're a sweetheart,
I mean, it's so dumb. It's not how it's supposed to be. Then we got to a point where poison of elixir resistance.
battle starts in
So
5,
Rogue's entire
4,
concept is to
3,
basically slow the
2,
warrior
1.
and re-stealth. Slow the warrior
All
and
you need to do
re-stealth.
is capture the
The warrior
mission
can't
area.
do anything.
Got it?
If we allow poison cleansing unlimited, Sardako will 5-0 Yamato potentially. Maybe not 5-0, but it's a 4-1 situation.
You're welcome.
Or 5-1. Almost guaranteed. And that's fine. Send it. I'm all for it. So we have a plan to even it out. But you're right, Tyler. It's more rules. So we have a plan. The plan would be before each duel, Sardako will roll /roll 2 through 5, and whatever he rolls is how many elixir cleansings he can use in the duel. If you say "Fuck it," we'll just let him use as many as he wants. Anything goes. Your call, Tyler.
Peter
Okay,
Quill.
so I feel like if we're like so a lot of these rules typically stealth are against Sardako. Like you can't crit, right? Like crit or Sardako.
Don't quit on me now, little buddy. Mainly.
So yeah, I feel like Sardako is absolutely not what he signed up for. So I mean, if he agrees to this, then it's fine. But if he doesn't, or he wants to think differently or whatever, I don't mind him backing out. I think it's bullshit. Am I wrong? I swear to God,
Percent right. We talked about that. That's why Sardako's here. We ran it by him, see what he's okay with. But yeah, Sardako's right. He can say, no, that's dumb. I don't want to do that. He can't. He's been pretty respectful on like, and he has given one. He wants some talents changed on Yamato's end if we limit elixir poison.
I appreciate you.
I have a question.
I could see. I'll patch you up.
Do we think that a duel where anything goes and all CDs are allowed is a really cool duel?
This is real firepower.
If they're both really good and know how the matchup works, it would be really close.
What if we had some undercard duels and we did a best of 5 and we went to all CDs, then we do some undercard duels in between, and we do a full best of 5. That's 2.5
What if all CDs? If Vector sees all CDs, so 5 that's gonna be 2 hours.
2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
Thursday, by the way.
Here comes a
Guys, we know
rocket
this, right?
again.
Is it Monday? They don't have 7 days. We're changing.
You're ready
we're
for
trying to come up with new things to do. Like 4 to 3 what happened.
turret.
I mean, to be fair, they've had 2 days of practice.
Which I
Execution!
yeah,
For 4 hours farming the poison pass because I thought that they were going to remove it. And I
Okay, and how many you have? Sadaf, how many you have? How many you have?
I have 100.
You have 100.
Dude, like, that's not an argument. I've been farming 10 hours yesterday, my engineering. That's the same argument.
But you can use your engineering when you're planning it.
Yeah, but it's like the same argument. Like, in my opinion,
It's not.
This is real firepower.
So far, I've been preparing for it.
Yeah, but so that listen. At the end of the day, like Tyler said, you can just say no, that's good, and we can still go your way. It just depends on how close you want this duel to be, or you want it to just be a massive punishment to these coins.
Now, I will say, everyone here, Tyler, is talking about how these duels go when everyone's good and how they think it will go based on what they see skill level-wise. We don't know how it's going to go. We can only predict, like predicting the weather. So,
Based on previous duels of people who play the game.
and also watching them play and trying to, like, you know, when you have, because we can't practice. They don't have all their buffs, they don't have everything, but on paper, we can tell you how it's probably going to go. So Tyler, up to you. Do you want any of these rules, or do you want to revert back to where we were?
if he's okay, we'll
Double kill.
they should be better than Conquest.
We can use poison in season.
Yeah, the poison, whatever it is. I'm fine. But bro, if he doesn't want to do this, we can't just paint the shit.
that seems fair. Yeah, so exactly what do you think? How many should you be using in a duel? Should there be a limit?
Completely honest here, I don't want to do that. I just feel bullied into doing it by everybody here that's saying that it's not going to be one-sided. But I don't have that point of view because I'm getting completely cold right now, and duels even spamming the elixir. So I'm not.
Okay.
I don't. Like I said, nobody. I haven't gotten a full practice with world buffs and stuff yet. I don't know how it's going to be. So I'm relying on you guys to tell me. But even then, I don't know how it's going to go. So I don't want to do this, but I'm just being cautious.
Okay, there it is, guys.
Start off with how about you just don't keybind it in every ability. You have to have its own keybind, so at least it's not super stacked. Like,
That's my suggestion as well. How about that?
like, yeah, anyway.
This is real firepower!
Powers of might! It's not banned. She may not macro it.
Is that okay, or are you still good at
That's
it?
fine with me. I've been practicing like that anyways. I haven't macroed it in because I haven't been able to farm enough. I would use way too many of them, or I have to farm so many of them. So I've been using them anyway, and that's fine.
Okay.
I would use less of them.
All right. So then it's decided. At that point, poison of elixir resistance is not banned.
Jury,
Execute! And try to play around it. There are ways you can win. If Bosca was in your shoes, they would stop.
again!
However, you're the underdog here. And I think we run it there. The only rules in this tourney are no alarm bot, and you must open within 30 seconds of stealth. Correct? And no Petri and no Flask of the Titans for healing.
Yeah, no bullshit spam.
Okay.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Just make it happen.
Everything else goes. Yes, you can get alliance buffs. You can get whatever. You can have world buffs. You can't have Ani. You still have our field rules. Everything else goes, guys. And if it's going to be a stomp from here, it's going to be a stomp. That's it.
Okay.
All right? Everyone agrees? All right.
I'm good with it.
I agree.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Good
your
luck,
math is gonna be
Alright, guys,
hard, but
anything else, let me
it's
know.
doable.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, no problem. Anything else?
All right. Good luck. That's it.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just in the zone on the game. My bad. Kind of. You, dude. Ezra Rose. Boom, boom, boom.
Hearthstone's new cards that they're coming out with is Thor, Yamato Cannon, and f***ing Roach. That's impossible coincidence. Am I right? Like,
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
All right, guys. I gotta go. Thank you guys so much for grinding.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it, everybody.
do well.
Yeah, GG.
Have a nice night, Tyler.
Thank you, Geronimo. All right, guys.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
I can't do it anymore! When does it end? So for a week and a half, it has been literally 2 wins. I have been in this dungeon every single day for 4 weeks straight. People are logging in, doing it one time.
Some of my best friends are crooks and villains.
30 seconds
Can
before you
somebody
attack.
explain
Get
to me
ready.
how to get the Onyxia buff?
Oh,
This conflict is growing more dire
Can I
with every
just
new
run
challenge that we face.
I bet you're wishing you just stayed in that cocoon of yours.
to crash out,
I've
brother.
never been one to hide from
I'm
matters of
crashing
great
the
cosmic
fuck
importance.
out.
Quill.
Yeah, he's got.
Oh, well, if you're not.
Dude, he's
playing
already
music, can I try
1800. He's higher rated than 90% of
The
you.
battle starts
How
in
is that
5,
possible?
4, 3.
He just started
2,
playing. He's higher rated
1.
than 90% of the chat
All you
instantly.
need to
That
do
is
is capture the mission
unbelievable.
area.
Instantly. First game.
A shame
He's higher
that
than
these
90% of the
beings
players.
have not yet
That's
evolved
right there.
beyond
I
such
told you.
petty
This guy's locked in.
He knows exactly what's going on.
Incoming.
He's it's MMR right there, guys. He's higher rated than 90% of you. He just logged in. He just started playing. Unbelievable.
Okay, I'm going. Why? He's not saying why.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Capture the mission area.
All these fighters can't take play. That's me.
I'm the whole time.
I'll patch you up.
Chance.
Go ahead, man. Shut it here. Either you want to.
I'm good to go.
Who needs a power up?
Spirit box, just like mine. Control seized.
This is a nice spot.
Our foes have arrived. Firepower.
Stronger.
I'll patch you up.
Imagine
My good
Pirate
deed for the
pulls
day.
up to the arena. He casts a portal
Powering
at the
up.
top of the arena before he gets PvP flag. Drops down,
Now, my friend. Some assistance.
sends a rank
You're
1
ready
blizzard.
for action.
Take Yamato out of stealth.
already.
Uses his mana gem, blinks towards the portal, clicks it, and roaches out. Holy cinema, by the way.
Okay, 150.
Joyous unpowered seat and go through and left foot.
150. I'm swift.
Yeah, we should run away now. I'll patch you up. This is real firepower.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do?
You're ready for action.
Why do you have it?
So long.
Who needs a power up? Could use some love. My good deed for the day.
It's party time!
Right, go away. Don't quit on me now, little buddy.
Oh my god.
Need some real.
You're
Dude, I'm
welcome.
dying to a train. Where are you? Are you kidding me?
Powering up.
I'm getting silly hands. Watching it happen.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have fire mode.
Get ready to lock and overdose.
Last time we fought together.
You're ready for action.
You didn't think about that.
Don't mess with the amazing
I will I remember you and I appreciate all of them.
A brainworm went into my brain and made me cough like a fucking idiot.
Once I get you stuck, game over.
Double kill!
Chica, back now.
Dude,
I'm
what is
back.
Oh, I see your brainworm. It's in the water. It's over in here in the water. You have to jump and get it.
Not in the water.
Yeah, it's right there. Do you see it? It's right there. You have to jump.
I'll patch you up.
Well, I got rid of him.
Yeah, he's doing a good job here, actually. He's learning. Oh, wait, that's me. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell happened? He's moving the screen all of a sudden. What the fuck? I thought it was Yamato. I was like, damn, bro, he's just moving like a pro. Link 2 seconds. Nobody does that. Look at you guys see the difference, man?
Chin up.
Look at here, fooling this warrior, man. He kept playing the character. Yeah, I was like, bro,
Here
what?
comes Rocket
How the
again.
fuck is he moving that good?
You're welcome.
Healing. Why would I need healing? We've almost got it!
This is real firepower.
Double kill!
Last hand, push him.
I'm not gonna make it easy.
For the intercepts. Like in right here. Okay. I counter the net.
Nice
You'll
name,
have to
nice
keep
name.
fighting
Yes.
until we have a winner.
This is
perfect. What you did there was so perfect. That's what I would do as well.
Insane.
You're a
When the
legend.
chips are down, you want your heroes a little roguish and scruffy.
You even have a blind
like me.
as well. He does anything
Just
strange.
be patient. Play it the same way. You can blind sure. Dominance. You can half cheap shot and
30
kill him
seconds
with
before
this.
you attack. Get ready.
Hey, I like your firearms. Never thought I'd find someone with the same taste on this backward planet.
Yeah. What do you got in your trash can?
Let's see. Ion turret, photon reaction chain gun, mini black hole.
War journal entry. This world
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
This isn't my first trip through the multiverse, you know. Whoever they are,
Relay
they
deployed.
don't look
It
friendly.
ain't cheap.
You're up, little ones.
You're welcome.
Sisters, restore.
Someone scratch my back.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Capture the mission area!
This is real firepower! You're ready? I'll take all the healing I can get. Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy.
I'm hulking out! I'm hulking out!
Now I'd see them.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Stronger again! Hammer shield! Great! Stay right there!
This is real firepower! I'll patch you up. Almost about out.
Did I come through the green door again?
I'm hulking out!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Shields up! Well, you can't expect to win them all.
every story there are main characters on whom all the attention is focused, while no one pays attention to the secondary characters. They are always around, but no one cares about them. In the body of such a minor character ended up our protagonist, Kim Ha-jin. Interesting fact, he is the author of this novel in the world of which he found himself. At first glance, this story was the most ordinary and started like thousands of others. Dungeons and monsters appeared all over the earth, everything was plunged into chaos, and humanity was on the verge of extinction. Korea had become the worst place on Earth. But as always, there were heroes with incredible powers, who began to defeat the monsters and destroy their lairs in the dungeons. Hero guilds appeared, and with their help, Korea became the most prosperous place on Earth. To train the strongest heroes was founded an academy, the Cube. In this story, there was a protagonist and his adversary, but our hero became neither of them. Immediately upon entering this world, the author has seemed to gain some sort of super hearing power. He can hear the people of the crowd sharing their opinions about Kim Soo-ho's rise, both in positive and negative light. But their opinion isn't of a concern to our protagonist. It's the fact that he can hear everyone loud and clear, despite sitting so far away from them. As Kim Soo-ho's promising results are brought to the table, the headmaster of the Cube is impressed by his results. She's even more impressed by Soo-ho's age, as he's managed to achieve a successful track record at the age of 17. The name Kim Soo-ho runs amok in the author's mind. Soo-ho is supposed to be the main character of this novel, and the world that the author created. He's the one who is supposed to lead the ruined state of the world to an era of harmony and peace. Since he is the typical hero, he possesses a hero's kindness, as well as a striving heart for good. But what's even more interesting is a dark secret that Soo-ho has been guarding with his life, keeping that part of himself locked away. With him aside, our nameless author focuses on Soo-ho's rival, the guy who is supposed to oppose him in the story and give him some competition. Entering the stage, the second-place cadet is revealed to be Shin Jong-hak. He's a confident, dare I say rather arrogant guy. He's your average trust fund baby because his dad owns one of the best companies in the country. The author highlights that Jong-hak's talents could potentially give the main character a really tough time, especially because he later ends up turning into a villain and an evil character. At the current stage of the world, all of the important characters are just cadets. But in the near future, Jong-hak's constant comparison and inferiority complex towards Soo-ho ends in his demise. He becomes evil in order to oppose Soo-ho in the hopes of overcoming him. Like opposite forces of both light and dark, Soo-ho and Jong-hak stand against each other in the future, while standing shoulder to shoulder in the present. Both main characters of the novel are right before his eyes. Once again, the author is most certain that this is the same world of the novel, which begs the big question. If those two are the main characters, then what role does the author play in this story? Is he also important? Well, he thinks that if he's starting out in a novel he wrote, he should have a name at least. His thoughts are disrupted by another student, who calls him Chundong, and asks if he got any sleep last night. Okay, the author now has a trillion questions to ask. He can't even believe that he was called Chundong just now. The chubby fellow confirms that he's the only Kim Chundong that he knows about. The name Chundong shoots down our boy's expectations tenfold. He was at least expecting to become some kind of important character or have some important role to play like in most transmigration isekai stories. But this Chundong fellow is so random that he didn't even write in the novel. Not even the author remembers writing about a nobody like his own character. So this hotshot thinks something will be different if he just sees his face, because maybe that will help his memory a little and make him remember things better. The burning question plaguing his mind is, just who is this Chundong guy at all? The funniest part about this hilarious situation is when the author realizes that his face is nothing more than a question mark. He's not even important enough for the game to render a special face for him. Faced with this puzzling situation, the author experiences a shock and tries to come to his senses. He gains a realization at last. There's nothing more than discovering your face is a damn question mark. But check this. Chundong is not even a character he intended to place in the novel. His character has no special appearance, doesn't have a unique name, and basically doesn't even exist in the significant landscape. Rejected by the world of his own creation, the author faces despair, realizing that not even the crowd is focusing on his faceless features. It's like he's an NPC character, a nobody that no one even cares about. Inside the cube, he's the most normal person, and will likely never even interact with the main characters or influence their stories. If you thought you weren't the main character of your life, think again. Then imagine this poor guy's situation. He's nothing more than a mob, even worse than a mob, just a placeholder to fill up a seat in the game. Defeated, the author shrinks, realizing that he's nothing more than an extra character with no worth in the novel. Now for a little background on how he ended up here, the author received a surprising email one day. He was being offered a remake offer for the novel he wrote, The Returned Hero, Kim Ha-jin's fantasy novel. is a story that he's barely continued after facing an extreme writing block of more than half a year. Do you ever feel like you start something but you can't find yourself finishing it? Yeah, that's basically what's happening to this guy. Hajin wondered what the email meant. He figured that his fans wanted him to remake the story a little, especially since Hajin stopped working on it. The dude was already facing so much guilt for delaying his fantasy story, and as an author, he thought that it must be a prank, or maybe even a weird request from one of his fans. So, as a responsible author, he typed up a response and sent the mail. This little and seemingly insignificant event then altered his life forever, transpiring the events of the current story, where he unexpectedly ended up in his own creation. Back to where we left off with our question mark. This faceless freak is starting to adjust to his unique appearance after burying it for 2 weeks. 14 days have already passed and nothing has changed. He retains the same facial ambiguity. 2 weeks have confirmed to him that his current life isn't just a dream, but rather he's actually transported inside the novel. Every word inside the novel is Hajin's personal creation, and now he walks in the midst of the characters he helped create and bring to life. The Kim Chun-dong character is one of the many extras in the novel, despite Hajin possessing this guy's body. As expected, Hajin tried many ways to string together information and conjure an explanation for how he ended up in this place. But his research went down the drain, because he doesn't know how he ended up here or who is responsible. What's more, he's wondering how he's going to ensure his personal survival in this world, especially since there's no hope of returning to his own home. Hajin estimates that it's going to take a decade until they reach the point in the story when he stops writing. But this thought just makes him alive. The horror of surviving for a whole 10 years in a foreign world as a nobody is terrifying to Hajin. His faceless appearance also doesn't help anything. Hajin grieves for the life he lost and doesn't want to get stuck in a novel that didn't even reach its own completion. An exhausted Hajin once again decides to think of ways to undo the process of his transmigration. The only loophole, or perhaps exit route he sees, is him catching up to the events of the main story. After all, there's a chance he might be free. The author thinks that if he just holds on until the story completes halfway, he should be good. It's not like he can do anything else to help salvage his situation. So this question mark looking NPC decides that it's what he's going to do. But in order to achieve his goals, he's going to relive as a high schooler again. Let's shift our focus to the cube and explore what's so special about it. It's a man-made island harboring the best hero cadets to lead the future generation. It's like a mini society of 50,000 residents. The city is a standing example of innovation and advancement, reflecting the top-tier magic and industry skills of mankind. The cube is single-handedly the reason Korea is considered a superpower. Standing before the Hero Training Center, Hajin reflects that it's the main stage in the novel where everything relevant is supposed to happen. It's a beautiful blue structure where heroes train with special skills. The superpowers in Hajin's novels are called gifts, and just like you'd expect, every hero has them. However, only the best of the best, the top elites, are granted qualification to become the cadets of this facility. The same goes for Chundong, whose body Hajin is possessing. This boy is also supposed to be a cub cadet, meaning he's probably got some skills going for him. The problem is, Hajin has zero knowledge or idea of this guy's abilities. So it's kind of like starting from scratch and not knowing your powers even exist. The author is at least confident that Chundong might have some connection to the training center. He's hoping to find whatever resources he can to use to his advantage, as that is the only way he's got a shot at surviving the terrifying school and its fierce cadets. Hajin enters Class Veritas, a classroom considered the center of the Cube Training Center. This place has everyone: the good, the bad, the cute, and the ugly. There's Jonghak, and even the main character of the novel, Suho. Soon, most of these characters will have their own objectives and run into different events, which will cause many things to happen. Hajin takes his seat and feels disgusted by the fact that he's got to survive 10 whole years with this same class. To top it off, he doesn't even have a damn face to greet them with confidence. It's the worst outcome imaginable for the author. After class, the students return to their dormitories. Hajin is no exception and doesn't really know how to describe his day. He can't even figure out how he was able to focus in class when he first went to high school. Suddenly, a delivery box grabs his attention. This is quite unexpected for even the author, as he never wrote about a delivery system in the game. As he's unwrapping the box, various thoughts come to his mind. He wonders if this is supposed to be Chundong's personal belongings. To his utter shock, it's Hajin's own laptop. But this doesn't make any sense to even him. An object like this shouldn't exist here. The laptop kickstarts and the system screen begins syncing him. Hajin drops his laptop in panic and finds the system screen alerting about his synchronization with Chundong. The system downloads all of the necessary settings and presents him with a bunch of stats like strength, intelligence, and even things like luck. What's more, they're the exact settings that Kim Hajin wrote himself. Many questions strike his mind, but before he's able to collect his thoughts, his body morphs as the synchronization finally reaches its completion. The screen goes blank before alerting Hajin that he has achieved setting intervention ability. The faceless Chundong's body transforms into Hajin's real body, completely resetting his stats. Hajin's reality has been reset once again. This time, what he sees in the mirror is an actual face, instead of the mockery that he received by seeing a question mark appearing. But this is where things get even trickier than before. Tens of system screens are popping up out of nowhere, and Hajin doesn't know what they mean. The system confirms his synchronization process. He wonders if this has something to do with a special process called enlightenment. You see, enlightenment is an awakening that happens once a person surpasses their limitations. That's what it's called in this world, and Hajin knows because he wrote the ability. After the enlightenment ability, one's gift, superpowers, skills, are all transformed into a digital format. This way, the person can access them with ease. The real kicker is the growth experienced by his body. Hajin will be allowed to become way stronger now that he's received a taste of enlightenment. In normal words, Hajin can see his status window, which has a bunch of different points and talks about his abilities. One of his powers is the observation skill, which is pretty basic. The same goes for his second skill, reading. He also has stats showing up for him, although they're not remarkable and pretty tame. Hajin decides to inspect each status screen one by one. The most interesting one is the synchronization tab, which transformed him from Chundong to his original body, causing a reset. What he sees on the screen is beyond his imagination. While he doesn't get how things change this way, Hajin is convinced that the synchronization caused his face and appearance to change. There's also the fact that his personal stats are way weaker than Chundong, who is supposed to be a cadet of the school. But instead of stats, he gets points to compensate for his shortcomings. Anyway, with that out of the way, Hajin fixates his attention on the unique authority screen. Apparently, he has the ability to create new objects by spending his SP points. By doing so, it will consume his SP bar, but it can help unlock a world of new possibilities for him. SP or story points will only be obtained as the plot progresses and his importance increases. What's unique about this
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
We're back. So many cute nerdle. I do think it's possible that they've pushed an update to only have me play people that are 300 to 400 below me. And if the website actually did that, I want to say thank you, admins.
Get ready.
Because that is actually like the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. Usually when I get too good at a game,
Can I help?
the devs patch it because they say this idiot is exposing all the flaws in the design. But instead, they're saying, hey man, feed this guy some fresh meat.
4,
and
3,
I'm loving every minute
2,
of it, man.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
We must stop Doom's schemes before
This is
reality
my
unravels
design.
around us.
Barbie, that's a fantasy in today's world, maybe. I'm chilling.
I need assistance.
Any other win times when you play plumbers? No. Why would I change? This is the best day of my life. What's your number? 2011.
Again, old buddy. I'll patch you up.
All the time. For fun, trying new things is fun. Well, maybe you should try asking a new question then. That might be fun for me for once.
Someone scratch my back. Who needs a power up?
Team scenario.
On the move again.
You play Inception, I'm sure. So as far as I'm concerned, we got tempo here. We're up on bricks too. Inception apparently isn't even a fantasy now. This means war. Let's test out our new tech. This means war. That's Chris Pine. Chris Pine, this means war. Chris Pine, this means war. Chris Pine, this means war. Tom Hardy, this means war. Chris Pine, this means war.
I need assistance.
Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Maestro 2023.
Light energy flowing stronger. Goodbye.
I gotta hit you with this just in case Guardians of the Galaxy comes up as a fantasy.
You're ready for action.
I just bought a Malville 1830 pan for $25. Well, congrats. I will definitely need these items.
Maximum!
You're half of the mission area. Keep going.
Play layer cake by a pretty much exact. Maybe like 8 or 9 minutes later, and I get my face alarm. You can't be playing Stardust on bricks, bro. You can't be playing an unbricked Stardust against a fellow like me. Good choice. That's a good choice. I'm gonna play heavyweight, by the way. Thank you, Ninja Zombie, for the gift subscriptions. Thank you. Are you a top-loading washing machine guy or a front-loading washing machine guy? We have a front loader, but I heard that
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
hang on, I gotta think about this. You got Abathar, the 30-year-old virgin. I hear that the top loaders are way more reliable, but we just inherited what we got that was already in the house that we bought. And if it breaks, maybe we'll buy a top loader.
I am healed.
Okay, we got a real game in there.
Don't mind me.
1591.
Dying. You're welcome.
The Evil Dead.
Team play. That's me.
Maybe start off with a Bubba. And they're trying to play some
This is real firepower.
Okay.
I'll catch you up. Gotta go blow you from a twig. Get
You
ready to
realize
lock
things. Classic play. You gotta play Penelope Cruz.
You're ready
I go last holiday. Try a Don Pablo Escobar.
team play. That's that should be.
This one you gotta stay loose, okay? You gotta stay away from Penelope. I forget what setup does too. I could be caught
I'll catch you up.
deep blue sea.
Us
against the world.
Well, okay.
Play Anaconda 1997. I honestly thought LA was Anaconda.
You're ready for action. Don't mind me. I'm just
He's not?
dying.
That's Ice Cube. Ice Cube banana.
We are undefeatable.
A shark ate me.
It's
So Baby Jesus is cute. And John Boyd.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Any chance this has that lady in it? No. Okay. John Boyd. I play Zoolander, but I have to brick because Penelope Cruz is in Zoolander too.
Nothing can truly harm
Jesus
me.
Christ, Derek, you were down there for 20
Here
minutes.
comes Rocket again.
You were down there for 1 day. I hate burning a brick on that though. Burning a brick on no tempo stings a little bit for sure. Marry Me? Oh, you had the block.
You're ready
We
for
play This Is Me Now 2024. Jennifer Lopez.
This is real.
Phantoms with Ben Affleck. Okay. Jersey Girl. Phantoms was the bomb.
I do the right thing unless the wrong thing is more fun.
Gary. Mystic Pizza.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
All the pretty horses. Who else is in this shit? That's Penelope Cruz, man!
You know just what
I'm
to
assuming
say.
they can't use Penelope, right? You are banned from using Penelope as a link. Okay. Penelope Cruz romance, dude. And then probably we're gonna have to burn an escape off of this.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Play Vanilla
Sky.
Sky. Sadly, not a romance, man.
Honestly, I'd be surprised
Sadly,
if
not a
good old
romance.
Doomy isn't behind a super
In this game, at
tiny,
least.
whiny mess like this.
I'm gonna go ahead and use an escape on that one and see improvement. I think it's
kind of person makes nests of explosives? You're ready for
literally quality come though. Yeah, but that's not even like the person romantic. That's the crazy part. Donald Sutherland. They must exist, but I just gotta play the Hunger Games Catching Fire instead. Space Cowboys, love that.
Against the world! It's you and me again, old buddy.
Gotta be a James Garner romance. Gotta be a Clint Eastwood romance, man. Instead I'm playing the Cedric the Entertainer stuff. Cool. With Ice Cube and Christina Milian.
Maximum pulse!
A lot of Ice Cube movies. I would love to be in like 21 Jump Street adjacent. Like there's a lot, we play with a lot of actors from 21 Jump Street in our romance stuff.
This is real firepower!
He's gotta stay away from. Now, don't just play Zoolander 2 out of nowhere, bro. That's beneath you. 1600 elo, that's beneath you.
Is that 2 for
Now
1?
we play Fly Me to the Moon
Did I get
for
both
sure.
of them? Explosive spiders?
The moon haunts you!
I'm gonna have to go ahead and use
The moon haunts you!
Amazing Spider-Man. I like it. It's an Emma Stone connection.
Heads up, hostiles. You're ready for action.
You know how dolls
That's the boost I needed.
I do it too.
I'm doing this my way.
Miss Doubtfire. Am I insane if I think that the movie The Matador is a romance?
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I'll patch you up.
Look how he minds so good. Oh, that is a fierce president.
Quail, you got one.
Isn't he in Mamma
What's
Mia
next?
now that I think
Do we
about
even
it?
have a plan?
Yes, he is in Mamma Mia. He is in Mamma Mia.
Step lightly. Might
Keep
be
it
more
junkin'.
honest.
The laundromat. Sophie's Choice was played against us, man. I think I have Sophie's Choice and Rosemary's Baby. This is not about her choosing whether or not to kill her kid who is the devil, right? Like literally the physical embodiment of Satan.
This is real firepower!
That's two different movies.
You're ready for action.
We are undefeatable. It's the grand finale.
You're welcome.
Us against the world!
Twigs all
Barbara Streisand? Yentl? Did they block me? Did you block me from a Yentl win?
Ready for action.
Oh, brother.
That's the boost I needed.
Holy
Maximum pulse!
He's in Private Vengeance.
That fucking hurt.
Nice deep freeze.
There you go. I don't think Penelope Cruz associates with
You're
that.
welcome. See, I'm fucking helpful. Your moves are almost as good as mine.
Damn, someone's getting added in chat like crazy, man.
Scoop him up here.
Death becomes her. Devil wears Prada, bro.
village. Please stop saying that. Leave no trace. Ben Foster's? Yeah, I'm thinking we're going back to Pandora. I feel like I'm definitely about to use an escape.
Don't mind me.
Stop playing a dog's purpose, man. Stop playing movies about dogs. Good game!
Nice deep freeze.
Good game. We hold. Ah! Go dots. What happened to my 1,000 elo dudes, man? High School Musical? High School Musical fucking 2?
Whew. My hands.
Just say it. There's
Hold
nothing
it.
I can't fix.
And they started with one tempo, man.
It's you and me again,
What's the
old
one that
buddy.
lets you start with one tempo? Maybe I should add that to my win cons instead of 3 escapes.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
It's you and... Hey, I saw that turret
There's like
thing
a
you do.
key item
How
that
much you
does
want
it,
for
I
it?
think.
Not for sale.
What, are you kidding?
James
Everything's
Dean.
for sale.
Maybe for others. Not for me.
Thought maybe James Franco had a cameo in this. They want to play romance.
The battle starts in
127 hours.
4, 3, 2.
I'm a little scared. This person seems to be playing like
All you need to do is
vanilla.
capture the mission area. Got it?
Good block, good block.
I've seen a lot of stuff I never signed up for in special
I can't play
forces.
warm bodies. Maybe I could play 28 days later. Killian Murphy is in too many romances, I think.
You're welcome.
He's in that one.
Those tanks give me the wills. Someone
How about
scratch my
X
back.
versus 7?
Thanks so much.
What are these weird keyhole things anyway?
Beam down 2 is pretty bad.
Against the world.
We can get one back with the brick, but we're gonna have to pull out something a little spectacular. Seven Deadly Kiss. Drew Barrymore.
Patch you up. You and me again, old buddy.
A nice deep freeze.
51st dates. And what's up, dude? You're using too many blocks. You're gonna run out of bricks, and then I'm gonna bam, 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 bam. It's gonna be like
This is
Cicero.
real
It's gonna be
firepower.
non-stop base hits.
You're welcome. Feels like I'm naked.
Missionary is yours.
The hot chick. The
Done.
Notebook.
What's next? Do we
I'll
even
brick
have
you
a
on
plan?
that one.
There they are.
John Q.
We should this to
You're ready for
I was
action.
worried.
It's a tough one to get to romance off of. I'm gonna take you to romance. I'm gonna take you to Santa's Sleigh 2005. Ron James.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna take you to Hercules. Hercules, right? What's the Hercules? Covered in Nutty Professor, man.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
I want that gun.
I'll patch you up. I'm extra lethal.
James Caan is the dad at the start of Santa's Sleigh.
That's the boost I needed.
War of the Roses. Romancing the
Captured more
Stone.
than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Who needs a power up? I'll patch you up.
I'm not dead yet.
My good deed for the day.
Peggy Sue got married. With a brick? You had to brick me on that one? Okay, welcome to Baby Geniuses 1999 by a Kathleen Turner. I'm 2 bricks up on even tempo, boys. 2 bricks up on even tempo.
You're ready for action.
That one hurts.
You sting me on this, I'm pretty sure the shit has Christopher Lloyd.
This is real firepower.
Black Christmas. With a what? Black Christmas. And the Marvel from SCTV? Really? Scott, oh, you're fucking genius, man. You're fucking god. Scott Pilgrim. But you must be Canadian. Canadian spotted for sure.
Feel better. Fight
Dream scenario. I mean, this is also. Oh, that's a fantasy. My mistake. Needless tempo loss. Raising Arizona.
can't brick. I got it. I can't brick and I got it. I thought Raging Arizona was wrong.
My good deed for the day.
Now I know in my head I have Moonstruck, but they're gonna play a Nicolas Cage.
This is a nice spot.
I'm some kind of spider nest.
I'm not rushing on this. It's Nicolas Cage.
Don't need to worry about
Hold
that.
on.
You're ready for that.
Drive away ball. Shit. Margaret Qualley. Margaret Qualley.
Team player. That's
I don't know
right.
Margaret Qualley. Obviously, it's a Coen Brothers movie.
Needed that. Thanks.
The move! I have to make you have it.
You ain't got rid of me yet.
Maximum pulse! Born again!
Against the world.
Alright, this is like a real fight. Because you're playing old school Sim 18. You're not interfacing with the modern mechanics. You're just miring like straight to 2D releases from the mid-2000s. And that's hard for me to get my way out of.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy.
With a brick, okay. Understandable.
We are undefeatable!
You're ready for
Open your eyes, 1997. I have to put up a brick on Penelope too, so I'm sorry. But
He's the perfect team.
team play. That's me.
official competition. Okay, we gotta do
You're welcome.
There's one. I just don't. Okay, you can't play Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
I'm extra clear.
Escape me? I don't think we're making it out of here. The streets of this one.
You're ready for it. Don't bite me. Just dying.
How do you know Canadian drums and Mexican drums? That's the real
Let's
question.
keep fighting until we have a winner.
That's me.
They're just stunted on now. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Joe Rogan X-Men.
Horrific play for me. How about Alien and Romulus?
Another epic victory!
I mean, Covenant? I'm scared they're taking too long. 1492, The Conquest of Paradise? Gerard Depardieu. Love Actually? I mean, Paris, Je t'aime. AKA French Love Actually. Good game. It was a good game. No, obviously I'm not going to rematch you. Please wait 5 seconds to queue. I would like to play some people that are at a lower level. Okay, we start rebuilding again. That guy was at your level? No, I want to play some people at a lower level. Oh, it's my play. Paddleton, bro. It's I see Ray Romano. It's on site, man. Never mind. Year one. Pootie Tang. Classic. Probably have to say, you're trying to play horrors. Okay, I'll play American Pie then. How is Paddington not 5,000? Because he's not Paddington, bro. It's Paddleton. Two different films. That's a classic play, but the thing is, now I play American Pie Presents Bandcamp, which is not a romance, and I sidestep your brick. I sidestepped your brick, but I kept us in the same spot. Jason Earlsman? Okay, how about American Pie Presents Beta House? He's not in that one, huh? How about American Wedding? How about American Pie Presents The Book of Love? They didn't bring Jason